Time for Tropical Depression 12. May or may not become Julia. This is what that will determine. King of Swords reversed. First off on the back, this kind of screams that the storm may end up being very, very weak. His kings are noted to be strong, and well, you got reversed, which kind of screams weak. So, King of Swords, highly disciplined and represents both discrimination and intellectual prowess. This king sees to the heart of all matters and rules with a keen sense of justice and wisdom, which embodies strength, it looks like. Um, Truthful, insightful, and protective leader. His perceptions run deep, and his persona is penetrating, reflecting his great powers of analysis and concentration. This king is old and wise and has seen it all during his long reign. Over the kingdom of the mind, spiritually, the King of Swords represents the power of self-mastery and high levels of inner awareness. He has mastered the ability to transform thoughts and ideas into reality by using his great analytical skills and creative powers. So, initial thoughts is, well, the first bout is looking to be a bit on the illusion side. So, that's probably going to be quite a bit of disagreement on what the models want to do with 12. Well, with Depression 12. Um, so we got the northern raven, or common raven, found throughout the northern hemisphere. Um, Various raven species, however, are found all over the world. Their favorite habitats include mountainous regions, rocky coastlines, and the rugged terrain of some deserts. They love to dwell where they can survey their domain from lofty perches. Ravens have a lifespan of up to 20 years, making them one of the longest lived birds outside of parrots. Those can set like there's a lot of of species of parrots and macaws that can live into their triple digits. So, gotta keep that in mind there. Records indicate that ravens have coexisted with humanity for thousands of years. Observation and study have demonstrated that this bird is extremely clever at problem solving, and we are now aware of their high degree of intelligence. Ravens also have a long and prominent role in the myths and legends of indigenous cultures throughout the world. I also got Nevermore with um, uh, Edgar Allan Poe. Because its jet black color, the raven has come to represent the inner mysteries, self-knowledge, and introspection. The raven is a messenger from the unknown and possesses awareness of the inner light that illustrates the true self. In mythology, it is believed that the raven enters the darkness and returns with the light, thereby illuminating the world. These extremely intelligent birds are even said to keep the knowledge of oracles and omens. The raven is all about initiation, protection, healing, and transformation. This is an ancient bird with wisdom to share about its long association with humanity. The raven is a spirit guide, embodying high levels of awareness and inspiring spiritual awakening. So, with this being reversed, it kind of means that there's going to be not necessarily a good omen with this storm. The storm's kind of doomed for a short life. Um, and we got the western red cedar, which is native to the Pacific Northwest, has been introduced to eastern US, Europe, Australia, and New Zealand. It now also grows freely in Great Britain, where it has naturalized. The cedar is a very large tree, reaching as tall as 230 feet, with a girth sometimes exceeding 13. It has a great longevity, and some individual trees are known to be well over 1,000, well, over a millennia old. The western red cedar has a long and rich relationship with indigenous cultures. The tree was the focus of an entire way of life in tribal communities, providing food, shelter, and ceremony. Ooh, built up gas. Tools for working with its wood have been found dating back 8,000 years ago. The cedar is known as a generous and giving tree and a keeper of ancient wisdom. In symbolism, the qualities represented by the cedar tree include strength, longevity, healing, protection, and corruptible character. So, again, this kind of just talks about how the storm is not going to be long lived. The storm is not going to last very long. But it's going to have a pair, which might be 91L, which soon will likely be Tropical Depression 13, maybe Julia. If this thing becomes Julia, then that would be Katya. Unless if Katya got retired. No, Katya was 2017. It's a male name. Carl. It'd be Carl with a K. Um, so, yeah. So Carl is going to be linking with this, well, is going to be the secondary storm that's going to form during the time frame of this storm. Well, Carl, maybe Julia, because there's a chance that this thing may not even become a tropical storm. And that what that embodies the sun. The storm's going to be encountering a lot of dry air. The storm is not going to do well. Dry air is going to be its downfall. Um, so the sun here, yeah, renewal with new dawn. Every day is a new beginning. The sun is the fire of our earth, the star that brings growth, energy, and regeneration. Okay, regeneration. So there might be a possibility of the storm possibly rejuvenating, like dying and then coming back. So that's a possibility. So we got the golden eagle, found throughout the northern hemisphere and has greatest range of all eagles. The hunting prowess of this bird led its connection with mysticism, no, mysticism by ancient tribal peoples. For centuries, it was the most highly praised bird for its falconry. The golden eagle is one of the largest birds of prey and resides in open mountain areas of mountainous and hilly terrain with expansive vistas for hunting. Golden eagle is symbolic of spiritual illumination, healing, and the forces of creation. It has the ability to see beyond the horizon and is considered a bringer of visions. So, this storm could be a pathway towards the latter part of the season. Um, the magnificent bird exhibits its strength, courage, wisdom, and the achievement of new heights of understanding. With keen visual perception and unsurpassed skills at soaring, um, the eagle is our connection to the higher realms, creativity, and the sun. The golden eagle soars in perfect balance and represents a life that is lived in a state of grace. We got the sunflower, annual plant that originated in the Americas. It is believed that Native American tribes from western regions of the continent domesticated the plant at least 3,000 years ago. Beginning with its cultivation by these tribes, it has slowly spread eastward, beginning throughout North America. The sunflower was introduced to Europe in the 16th century, where it quickly became important as a food crop and ornamental plant. During the day, the sunflower turns to face the sun. In this way, it draws the solar life force to itself. Its scientific name, Helianthus, comes from the Greek sun god Helios. Its connection to the sun has long been perceived by cultures around the world. This, this connection has led the sunflower to symbolize seeking out the light and aligning ourselves with our higher spiritual ideals. The sunflower also represents faith, loyalty, longevity, and good fortune. Its yellow color is symbolic of spiritual evaluation and expansion of the mind. And we got the double terminated citrine, which is a type of quartz, and the eagle's holding it. Um, so do keep that in mind. Do I have this labeled as live chat? Yes, I do. Okay. Um, commonly found in Brazil. Deposits have been found in France, the Ural Mountains of Russia, and Madagascar. Hello, Zalia. Um, yeah, yeah, I've not recognized you, so yeah, I'm sure you're new. There, so lol, being weird. But yeah, citrine is known as a manifestation crystal. Um, it is believed to possess a releasing and expanding energy that helps to remove obstacles, thereby releasing, clearing the way for healing to take place. Citrine is said to enhance energy of the, to the solar plexus, promoting healing of the liver, kidneys, and digestive tract, perhaps due to its yellow color. Citrine corresponds with the healing properties of the sun. It is a crystal, cheerful and of cheerfulness and optimism, with abundance healing qualities. Um, and yeah, that's about it with that one. But it's just yeah. So again, this storm might hit something. Uh, are you asking me to do a tarot reading on that? Because I don't know on that whole thing, and the whole tarot reading thing is mostly for the tropical depression that just formed in the Atlantic Ocean. Um, I'm not good with personal readings. I haven't tried those yet. But yeah, this is mostly a weather related tarot reading. If that's what you're asking about. Um, Outside that, I don't know. I I couldn't tell you. But back with the whole tarot reading with the storm. Again, at first with the sun, the storm's gonna be encountering some dry air. And it's gonna, but something's gonna happen where it's gonna be able to actually grow a little bit. Might become a tropical storm. Um, or might have like a rebirth. It might go dormant or go post-tropical for a little bit of time and then reform elsewhere in the Atlantic. So we got the Two of Wands. So yeah, it's gradually going to travel west. I mean, Two of Wands pointing west. That's what they have in the description here. Um, but American Robin. Again, it's just comparable. People are going to kind of compare it to other storms of the past, namely Tropical Depression 11, because it's looking to have a similar track as 11. Um, so we got the American Robin, Harbinger of Spring. Um, is one of the first birds we see as the snow leaves yards and gardens. Um, this, yeah, the robin is a symbol of new beginnings. It speaks of joy, hope, renewal, and a bright future. Now that does kind of rejuvenate the whole storm's gonna probably go post-tropical, and we're gonna think it's gone, but it's gonna come back, probably with a vengeance. Um, so that's the whole thing here. Um, that's what that's getting me. So we got the white ash tree, which is which is symbolic of with expansion and a higher perspective. Its massive root system is a grounding tree, reminding us of the value of a foundation developed through past successes. When on the verge of getting out to seek our higher goals, the ash tree reminds us of the importance of staying grounded and focusing our energies through planning and inter-reflection. And we got the yellow poppy, um, which which symbolizes fertility, strength, health, wealth, and success. Um, so yeah, again, that kind of reiterates that the storm's probably gonna have a resurgence, like have a rebirth, a little resurgence, and that's what I'm getting here. Storm's gonna have a bit of resurgence. It's gonna travel a bit slow though, with temperance. Storm's gonna be a slow mover. Um, like it ain't gonna travel far at first. Um, but with temperance, trying to get to that. So we got the great blue herring, well, heron, symbolizes, yeah, often, yeah, it's a solitary bird, often seen poised and staring deeply into the water, seeing, seeking a meal of fish. Its quiet, powerful presence represents inner stillness, balance, and self-reflection. Also symbolizes a clear depth of thinking, intelligence, and a calm reliance on inner guidance. The heron acts through the inspiration of a higher intelligence. We also got cowslip. Hold on, I'm trying to get this here because things are a bit interesting here. Um, and and it's which is a symbol of divine beauty, healing, divinity, discovering the mysterious treasures of the heart. We got common reed. Um, don't know why it's being weird on the focusing, but okay. Yeah, the common reed, which is symbolic of health, harmony, and growth, and also a symbol of finding our purpose in life and of the journey inward to find the key to healing that dwells in the depths of our inner being. And finally, we have the goldfish, member of the carp family, domesticated thousands of years ago, 1,000 years ago by Chinese when raising carp as a food source. Occasionally, golden fish emerged and was selected out and bred with others of its kind to produce the special goldfish with ponds and small water features. Goldfish are a symbol of luck and good fortune. Also in Buddhism, they are an auspicious symbol of overcoming obstacles. The goldfish does not succumb to negativity and suffering, but rather swims gracefully through obstacles. In this way, the goldfish transmutes the flow of events into the most positive outcome. So this storm could have a resurgence, but again, even with the resurgence, it's not going to necessarily be a threat to land. The Two of Swords reverse kind of confirms that. Two of Swords usually means something bad is going to happen, but it's reversed, so it may not be necessarily something bad happening. But let's get to this Two of Swords because it's something to go to. Just more or less a reminder on what it means. It represents calm, preparedness, blinded to the choices or events. Okay, so Two of Swords not reversed equals calm preparedness. It's reversed. There's going to be some sort of instability with the storm later on in its life, or there's going to be someone that's cut off guard. Maybe the Azores, maybe Bermuda, but probably some island chain of some sort will probably be caught off guard with this storm later on in life. Well, later on in its life. We got the great egret, which is the bird. I just now noticed that there's a bird here. Um, which, well, I'm going to get to where it talks about the symbolizing. It symbolizes self-determination, self-reliance, and looking deeper into many aspects of our lives about which we have maintained unaware. It calls us to learn, understand, and develop our own personal rhythm. So again, this storm is going to be probably going to be a bit of a mess later on in life, or cause a mess. And we got the hinge bindweed or field bindweed. Means to entwine, symbolic of perseverance, and also represents humility, another important quality necessary for clarity to unfold. So again, this does talk about something weird's gonna happen with the storm. Um, Later on in life. Um, it's gonna be a fighter. The storm's definitely gonna be a fighter. Against whatever tries to take it down. But even then, it's gonna be a quickie. It's just gonna be a quick storm. Um, so it does have a slowing period, and then later on, it's gonna speed up. The storm's gonna speed up later on in life. Um, so so yeah, later on in life, it's gonna book it. That's basically what all that would iterate with this. We got justice. No, judgment. Not justice. Judgment. So again, with the circumstances will probably be compared with another storm. Maybe Lee back in 2017. Um, so yeah, judgment summons us to expand understanding what is true and what is false. So later on, the models are going to be painting a clear picture on what the storm's going to want to do. Um, so yeah, that's what that's talking about. Um, and it's going to be pretty clear what's going to happen. And again, it could probably be a sign that's going to get compared with other storms that happened in the past. We got large red damselfly, which is the dragonfly-like creatures here. Um, and they're symbolic of breaking through illusion and awakening our true vision. The simmering wings of the damselfly represents the power of the light that guides us to transformation, and it also announces our rebirth to a new dimension of liberation and self-realization. So yeah, this does talk about a possible rebirth. This kind of reiterates what these two cards are saying, that there might be some sort of rebirth with the storm. Something's gonna happen. It's gonna go dormant. It's gonna go post-tropical, and it's gonna reform into something tropical. Probably something fierce, something quick. Um, well, it's gonna quickly speed up. And we got the Trumpet Lily, which is a symbol of the Archangel Gabriel, the angel of revelation, messenger of God who brings us strength and understanding. Gabriel clears away illusion and is an open channel between heaven and earth. The lily is also a symbol of spring and represents new beginnings and the awakening of nature each year. Other symbolism includes grace, honor, hope, and virtue. White lilies represent purity and truth. So again, that does talk about the whole truthful stuff. And finally, we got common sweetgrass, also known as holy grass. In Europe during the Middle Ages, it was spread on cathedral floors to fill the holy space with with its rich aroma, invite a calm and meditative state, and attract beneficial energies among the worshippers. Um, it symbolizes self-realization, also believed to invoke change and bring protection and blessings. Strands of grass woven together represents growth and powers of renewal. Sweetgrass is an etheric messenger of the ether, quieting our senses and aiding us in calling spirits. So again, that does reiterate the storm's going to have some sort of resurgence. It might pull like a Lee 2016, no 2017 kind of situation. But the storm could very well come back from the dead. Four of Pentacles with the dung beetle. Gotta remember what that symbolizes here, because I just like, okay, it's been a while since I drew that card, so yeah, bear with me. Gain security of the material wealth and success offered. Unfortunately, with the passage of time, greed, mercilessness, hoarding, and self-absorption has taken a toll. So the storm might try to get a little greedy with its resources. And might try to shoot up a bit higher than plans to, but it's gonna crash and burn. It's gonna be complete swap. It's gonna try to do more than it's capable of, and it's gonna crash and burn. And we got the Empress reversed. I haven't drawn that card in a while, especially reversed. But so yeah, the Empress, Great Mother, the matriarch of the feminine forces. So there's a good chance that this thing may not be there's a good chance that the system towards the Caribbean Sea will steal the name of Julia from this storm. So this storm might become Coral. But yeah, outside of that, let's talk about again. Not going to be very strong with it being reversed. Indian peafowl, white collar. White color, symbolic of beauty, dignity, and wise vision. In many Asian traditions, they are symbols of love, compassion, nurturing, and a kind heart. So this storm's going to be a bit rough towards the latter part of its life. It's made up of 12 gold stars, like the 12 planets, and 12 months of the year. I don't know where they get 12 planets, but okay. But yes, symbolizing her dominion over the cycles of the natural world and connection to the heavenly divine. So this storm might do some weird record-breaking stuff. Probably resurgence a little bit further north than normal, like maybe running parallel of Nova Scotia, especially with this time of year. So we got the white willow, which is symbolic, which is associated with the moon, intuition, and feminine protection. Other symbolic meanings of this tree include eloquence, love, healing, and the ability to grant wishes. So the storm is not going to be helpful. No matter what it does, it's not going to be helpful. We got common wheat, which symbolizes good harvest, fertility, love, nourishment, and all things that enrich our lives. Again, that reiterates what I said with the white willow. Giant onion, which symbolizes patience, humility, unity, and good fortune. And then finally, we got the Western wild ginger, which symbolizes love, success, strength, fertility, and wisdom. And it's the heart chakra symbol, apparently. Well, yeah, it has a heart chakra symbol with it, which representing this energy center appears on the shield. It symbolizes manifesting through the heart with love, empathy, and devotion. So again, this storm's not going to be very helpful. This storm's not going to do much. It's going to be mostly a fish storm. It may very well have a resurgence later on in its life, probably after it goes post-tropical. It'll probably become tropical again somewhere else in the Atlantic Ocean. And yeah, that's about it. So stay safe out there. See you in the next video or stream. Bye.